Hello Minecraft, this is Tomcat007 here on the GameKnight server. Let's go somewhere a little quieter so we can talk. So there's a little bit of bad news. The the world here, this survival world, the world border, it's kind of small. It's like radius of about 2,000 blocks. That's really nothing. You know, on 2B2T, my base is it's over 20,000 blocks from spawn. So that's kind of a bummer, but the real problem that I have isn't so much the world size, it's what I can protect. My village, well, my iron farm villages and the breeder are kind of sitting here, and though they're protected, if someone were to build nearby, it could mess up the mechanics. See, the minimum village size, all villages have at least a 30 block radius. Oh, look at the golem. And the problem that I'm running into is Monkey Pants had to put a cap on the amount of claim blocks you can earn. It's only at 4,000, so the square root of that, I can only get about, a 63 by 63 is about the biggest area I can have. So if someone else put a 63 by 63 block areas all around me, would be okay, only if they put their villages in the very center of their claim. If someone were to put a village at my claim border, it could easily, even with the minimum size village, overlap with mine, and then I'd have golems spawning in outside of the collection area. So that would be kind of a bummer. I doubt that that would happen here, but it's a concern. And also, if I were to make one of those things where I have villagers farm bread, potatoes, carrots, those guys need to be in an area where there's no village at all, where they can't see it. And it's kind of tough to get that in an area that's protected while protecting this as much as possible and have them not see the village. Now, Monkey Pants is a pretty reasonable reason to limit the claim sizes. It's saving him money, apparently. The server resources get more expensive if claims are bigger. I'm not sure how that works. A bigger claim consumes resources. I don't know how that works. It seems to me that if you have smaller claims, you might actually have more people, or I guess you could put more people in a smaller area, which is kind of what this server is with the small world border radius. So I'm probably going to be spending a lot less time on this, which is probably a good thing. I've been working this thing like it's a job, 8 hours a day or more. So I'm not sure exactly what to do here. I kind of like to have a presence here, but I kind of want to not... There's really no motivation to spend any more time because I can't get claim blocks, and I can't really... Not much more I can build. There's some things I could fix. I could If I'd known this would be a limited size, I would have done it a little bit. I would have designed it from the start. Um, so what I got here is I got my I got a lot of sugar cane, and I want to add some more. And I miscalculated. I actually miscalculated this. I was looking at the surface. Whoops. This whole thing's going to pop up on the surface in a reasonable spot. I might have to move the chickens. It's going to pop up around here someplace and extend that way about 18 blocks. Be near the edge of the farm, the iron farm. But underneath here, it kind of interfered heavily with my wheat. Potatoes are okay, but I need to move carrots and the wheat, which I was thinking about doing anyway because it'll get them closer to where my farmer villager is kept. Although in the future, I may just move the farmer villager near the farm in future designs. I have to think about that. So I got some better news to share with you. This goes to my cave spider, which is another bummer deal. I got maybe a 1 block radius around this guy protected. I can build here. No one's claimed that. I got this block and those. So I got the spawner protected, but I can't protect the spawning area because I don't have enough blocks. So about the better news. I'm building a server. Some of you know that I've had one all along, and it's on 1.12.2 right now, and I'm going to keep that server alive. There've been, well, I've got builds on there that I kind of need to just keep for reference so I can see how to build some of the stuff, like the iron farm and the creeper farm, and I don't farm melons like I used to, but it's good to have that stuff to go back and look at if I need. And there's been a few people playing there occasionally, so I'm going to keep that. But I'm also going to have a 1.13 world. It'll be survival. And I'm not sure yet if I'm going to have keep inventory on or off. I don't think I can have two 1.13 worlds, one with it on, the other with it off, but I'm going to have one. And I may turn keep inventory off to make it a little more of a challenge. But I'm keeping this other world in case people want to go to there. So I'm setting up a bungee cord. And I've found a plugin that should allow different version clients to connect to my lobby. And then the vision that I have is that you would need a 1.12.2 client to go to that server and a 1.13 client to go to the 1.13 server. I've noticed in other places online where I've went to 1.12 worlds with a 1.13 client that the fence posts didn't look right, and there was kind of some weird stuff, and there's some messaging between the client and server that's it's the protocol is a little bit different, and there's some the server kind of detects some weird stuff going on that looks like could be hacking possibly, but it's really you know, there's no hacking going on. It's just different. So I don't want to have problems with that. I hope that there won't be problems with my lobby. You know, people with the different version mismatch in the lobby. And I might set up other games if I can find, you know, free plugins to set up little game areas and you know, PvP is enabled on my server as long as you're not in a claim. So you can do that there. I expanded this because I'm probably not going to be here a lot. I don't want to overflow the chests because they occasionally run when I'm not online. Yeah, a little bit here. On the temp server, I was easily getting 9 stacks a day or more. I think 18. So it's been about 12 hours since I emptied this, and I've got 1 stack, which is, it's not bad, you know. I've seen slower. And I've not been logged on. I've not been AFK. I know what you're thinking, Monkey. Tomcat's been hanging out here all night. Well, check your logs. I've not been here all night. Yeah, that was disappointing to see that in the message I got from Mark. He thinks I've been AFK. Now, let's be clear. I was AFK on the 1.11 server because other people were doing it, and they said that Mark didn't care if people were AFK. I've never been AFK in this world. I was AFK in the 1.12 world because Mark's admins were AFK. Cyro30 was AFK all the damn time. So I was AFK a little bit on that server, and then I stopped when I saw the video where Mark said he was going to permanently ban anyone he found AFK. But on that temp server, I was never AFK, and I was always getting iron, and I think that's because the /wild command was sending people near my base a lot. I don't think the wild command was actually all that random. I used the /wild to get to the wild, and right where it dropped me, I started building a base. Oh. I got a little turtle farm. Yay, we can make 3 helmets. And go feed these guys. They'll lay some eggs. I'll come back and pick them up with the silk touch axe and leave them here. And what's supposed to happen is the babies are supposed to end up down there, and then they might suffocate because they're 2 blocks wide. Boy, it really takes a sharp sword. There. There gotta be more than 2. Huh. You guys hungry again? Who's hungry? There you go. I may have to go harvest some grass. There's an egg. Let's get that. I guess we should get these. I'm not putting any here because sometimes when they hatch, they end up in the block next to where they hatched and they kind of suffocate. I wonder. I think I'll make hats. Let's do a little experiment. Let's see if anyone will buy the 5 shells with the scoots for the same price, or maybe a buck less or something silly like that. Oh, lots of cave spider heads. Oh. They want 2,000. Good golly, that's too much. Ooh, sweeping edge. Packed ice. I know where we can get that. There's more. Ooh, 7. Buy it now, 2,000. Well, that's interesting. I got 32,000. I could. That's the other problem. I can't really expand out into the ocean very far. I got 4 hearts of the sea. I could easily make some nice stuff out in there, out in the sea. Oh, those are plus 800? No. A single shell for 400. I guess my scoot's sold. A turtle shell. Starting bid. Let's go 100. Increase by 3. It's 11 o'clock on a Saturday. It'll be fine to pick these up in the morning. Whoops. Well, 24 hours. And I don't want anyone to pay more than 400. So I'll put a buy now 400. Another one. We'll start at 100, increase by 3. It's a 24-hour auction, and I said 400. I'm considering 500. That's what I'd like to have, but I don't want anyone to pay that much. Let's make another one. 5 scoots. Let's start this at 99. And then increase by 3. And then it should last 24 hours. And we'll put 400 for buy it now. Let's put $3.99 for buy it now. It starts at $1 less. Okay. If you haven't seen this yet, this is pumpkins and melons. And I kind of got this design from Mumbo. Mumbo did his a lot of different ways. He never did it exactly like this. He had pistons. He had like the plants on both sides of the water stream. What I've noticed is that sometimes when the pumpkin or melon is pushed, it'll jump over to the other side. So I put a wall here, and now I've not seen any get lost except occasionally on these like little half slabs where I'm connecting my streams. Okay, that one's done. That one's done. At some point I'm going to have a huge problem because I'm going to break through the surface. I'll have to move a lot of junk. Okay. I'm so confused. Okay. We're going to go over one block this way. Oh, yeah, I want to break these here. Otherwise, I'll have to go down. Did I see water? Oh, shit. Stop. Okay, let's do this. Let's protect that. Put another one there just in case. We don't need a bigger mess. Let's see. I could sure use an ender pearl. Oh, I better get rid of this guy first. There. Okay, where do we stand? Here? He doesn't like... He's mad about something. What? Why are you stuck there? Huh. Don't jump, cow. Oh, I wonder, is everything okay down there? Looks okay, as far as I can tell. I just lost a torch. That one works. That one works. Okay. The water will go right here. There. Grab my dirt. Okay. Now we need the furnace. Oh my. It's about that much in it. That should be good.
What?
What have I done? There. There should be a thing here, yeah. This goes right under the sheep.
No.
The stairway. The stairway, it goes back four blocks. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4. It goes to here. So I have to move my sheep over a little bit.
By a block.
I think 2 blocks.
What? Ow. I bit my tongue.
2 or 3, yeah. Sayo might be in trouble.
Why?
So what happened was, those 30,000 claim blocks, Mark, it wasn't Quadbammer. I don't know if they're the same person. I don't know if it's just Mark with a different hat. But Mark sent me an email telling me that he gave Sayo 30,000 blocks so that he could preserve an area of coral, because Mark didn't think there was a lot of coral on the server. Obviously no one's been up north, because the whole north place it's coral all over. He gave him those blocks to be able to preserve an area. Well, guess what? Sayo has an underwater base where he's charging people access. He's charging them 500, I think it's 573 diamonds, or $60,000 to get access to the space. Yeah, so Mark's going to be talking to him about that, because yeah, it's not fair that he gets those 30,000 blocks. I find it hard to believe that Mark isn't smart enough to know about World Guard and to be able to protect an area with World Guard. The spawn is obviously protected with World Guard. Maybe that's just something he bought, as the package for from the hosting service. I don't know. But yeah, that just seems kind of odd to me. But apparently he did that, either he doesn't know about World Guard or how to use it, or it was just more convenient to let Sayo just kind of protect part of it with claim blocks that he was given. Which isn't fair. That just becomes his base because he's admin of it, right? If I had 30,000 blocks, I could do a lot here. It's a little tougher with 4,000. In fact, it's impossible to completely protect my iron farm from other villages. You put a village right next to it and mess everything up.